from the 12 Years of Mayhem, Night 2. I'm going to take the ball this time. I'm the story of the year, Brian Cage. This is Magic Mike Roycroft. Hey, okay, this is your. I'm not going to take your job, but.
Hey, I got something. Hold on.
Is it? You got your. Oh. Come on, man.
Hey, we want to talk.
These guys are insane. We got to talk over.
We want to talk about night 1 of 12 Years of Mayhem. Crazy barbed wire match. You're going to see it right here on Viral. Mr. Hardcore, Jon Ryker, Lane Smart. They literally tore this building apart. It's going to be something.
They tore the building off. They tore the roof down. They tore the entrance down. It was insane. If you missed it, night 1, the barbed wire match. Don't worry, we got it coming up for you right next on Viral.
But right now, another very special part of our live broadcast here. We have a special live guest to be interviewed right here. Who else but the CSW Heavyweight Champion, Mike Metal. Champ, obviously, we know you got a lot on your mind. You faced the best of the best. And now tonight, or on night 2, you're facing Nathan Beast in a street fight. Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! I am all that is important. I am the Messiah. Shut it! First of all, I've got all my people. Enough of these idiots. First of all, I'd like to reference you two idiots. The only reason anyone watches your Viral show is because of me. Mr. Magic Mike, Mr. Story of 1 year. That's all you matter. I'm what's important. So let me get to my message. Look at me real quick. Nathan, your dream ends tonight. My belt. It's his 8-year dream. I'm sorry to disappoint him, but his dream is over. Tonight, I'm taking him out. He's going to be gone from CSW because I'm going to cripple him. And then I'm going to go home with my belt and do what I do best, which is party like nobody else. So you idiots play me off, talk about how great I am, because you know I'm all your ratings. Like metal, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's give it up one more time for Pork Chop.
Fans, we're about to get underway for what promises to be one of the craziest, most brutal, most unforgiving matches any of us will ever witness here. This thing has really built to quite the crescendo here between Lane Smart and Mr. Hardcore Jon Ryker.
Well, the 12 years of mayhem, there's been many a wired match in the 12 years of CSW's history. Jon Ryker's been in pretty much all of them, and Lane Smart has also been in quite a few himself, both as the beast he has become and a little throwback CSW, the super nerd. He's probably going to kill me for reminding people about that, but either way, Lane Smart's been in a lot of these against Ryker. It's fitting these two behemoths go one-on-one in the barbed wire match.
Indeed, they're probably the two biggest guys who've consistently gone through this as well, so it's just going to be non-stop brutality here, I think. Obviously, a very personal issue between these two. We've seen the events over the last few weeks. Lane Smart taking Jon Ryker's Mr. Hardcore shirt, wearing it, attacking him during and after matches time and time again, as well as wiping out other members of the CSW roster. He seems to be pretty unstoppable, but obviously Jon Ryker looking all business here. His goal is to not only stop, but to annihilate Lane Smart. And it really is the old immovable object meeting the unstoppable force here. And you see just getting in the ring is a hazard right there. And they go right at it.
Well,
straight to the barbed wire.
Oh,
my God.
And I'll be the first to tell you that barbed wire is unforgiving. You talk about unstoppable force, immovable objects. There's going to be a lot of those in this match.
Big chops to the chest by Lane Smart. That's perhaps getting a little more personal there. That's usually Jon Ryker's trademark. Lane Smart taking it from him, but wow.
These guys are not wasting any time to inflict punishment on each other. Into the barbed wire we go.
You don't generally see a whole lot of Irish whips in a barbed wire match. Guys are trying to avoid that thing like the plague, unless they could just use it as a weapon, as Ryker is right now. But these guys are just going full bore, throwing all caution to the wind, as if it would be any other way in a barbed wire match.
Ryker using that barbed wire to his advantage, grinding it into the skull of Lane Smart. You want to get your opponent out of the loop early. You want to get him discombobulated. What better way than just to drive a metal spike straight into his forehead.
I'm sure he's opened him up already. The blood is beginning to flow here very early on. We're just a couple minutes into this thing. These guys are not going to stop until one of them, if not both of them, can no longer go. Oh, look at that. My God, he's just carving him up.
I mean, this is going to be one of those matches for the Tarantino fan in all of us.
Lane Smart somehow firing back. Brings Jon Ryker to his knees. And looks like he's going outside for some kind of plunder he's got hidden out there.
Oh, there's so much hidden under that ring. And
look at the tacks on that.
God. Let me just say this. That is not chrome, ladies and gentlemen. That is straight death machine.
My God!
Wrapped in wiffle ball goodness. You see the tacks just exploding off of that.
No clothing to shield him whatsoever. Right on the bare stomach of Lane
God.
Smart, and now on the back. Lane Smart wearing the proverbial crimson mask. Did I see him give a little maniacal laugh there?
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. I've been in this environment with Lane. It would not surprise me in the least bit. The last time I was in a barbed wire, oh, God.
Oh, that's not going to make anybody smile.
The one time I was in this environment, Lane Smart was in there, and he was laughing half the time anyway. The only time he stopped laughing was when I DDT'd him on his head. And even then, he was right back up within a few minutes and beating the hell out of Jon Ryker.
Jon Ryker continuing to go to town, and Lane Smart continuing to fire back. You see that perfect rectangle of thumbtacks right in the back.
Still
there.
lodged in.
And now, Lane Smart using the barbed wire to his advantage, carving up the forehead of Jon Ryker.
It's
going to be a sea of red here.
To be completely honest, I'm surprised we haven't seen the cheese grater yet. I mean, these guys are not going to pull out any stops. A little retribution there.
Once again, below the belt, anything goes, obviously, as one would expect in a barbed wire match. Crutch that would probably be of greater use after this match, being used as a weapon here. Oh, right down on the back of Jon Ryker goes Lane Smart. It's a testament to his ungodly resilience that Lane Smart is even on his feet right now, much less dishing out punishment.
Well, both of these guys they thrive in this environment. Both of these guys are pretty much unstoppable in their own right, but you get them in this environment, their adrenaline starts going, the blood starts going, the hatred just flows through them like the dark side. Both of these guys just become monsters. It's incredible. Jon Ryker is the king of wired, but if you were going to have a crown prince, it would be Lane Smart.
You saw that barbed wire scraping the back of Lane Smart as he was going outside for that crutch. Didn't even faze him. Obviously feels somewhat at home here, as much as one can. And he continues to dish out the punishment there on Jon Ryker. Just unbridled brutality here. The referee wisely just staying out of the way and letting these guys fight it out. There's not much for a referee to do here other than count to 3.
Yeah, well, I've never seen either of these guys tap out or give up. This is just going to be a last man standing affair, I would imagine.
Ryker out of it for the moment as Lane Smart grabs some more here.
Is he throwing the party?
Something's got to be in there, I would imagine.
Well, of course. Anytime you see balloons in this environment, you got to expect razor blades, napalm, thumbtacks.
Weapons of mass destruction, perhaps. This whole place could be going up in a mushroom cloud here as soon as somebody lands on that thing. Who knows?
You never know, though. It could just be a sack of Mike Metal's breath.
Perhaps the most ungodly weapon of them all. It looks like we got a whole festoon of balloon activity here. Something's up. Jon Ryker intercepting.
Oh, good.
Look at this.
Oh! Is that?
I think I saw thumbtacks flying out of there.
More thumbtacks in the back of Lane Smart.
Look at them all over the ring canvas. Lane Smart getting a little bit of the Wile E. Coyote treatment there. Brought that in for use on Ryker, but Ryker
look
turned it
at
right around.
that. God.
Just about write a sentence on the back of Lane Smart with these thumbtack holes. Good Lord. Well, I don't know who's going to have the unenviable task of picking those out of him at the end of the night. Oh, looks like we're going to make some music here.
A little rock and roll. Oh!
Sure wasn't jazz. Jon Ryker also showing his resilience. He looked about down and out of it. And
good.
That cheese. No, that's a staple gun.
The staple gun makes his. Oh! Right on the nip.
I don't want to think about how all this feels.
Well, I'll tell you how it feels. It's not too great. I've been on the receiving end of all of this.
I will certainly take your word on that.
You can. I mean, the only thing missing right now is the dollar bill in the forehead.
Even Mr. Hardcore bristling at this, but throwing it right back multiple times. He could have just about upholstered a chair from scratch with that thing by now. The staples he's dishing out to Mr. Lane Smart. What we got here looks like a metal cookie sheet delivering more blows to the head.
Oh, God, again.
What is he setting up for here?
Yeah, I mean, this is going all over the building, as expected.
We talk about innovation of violence. These two guys are using every trick in the book and inventing a few new ones.
Oh!
I don't know if there is a Mrs. Smart, but if there is, she may be the only one as unhappy as Mr. Smart at the end of this evening.
Well, if
Same for Jon Ryker.
If you ever thought it was dangerous for either of these two to have children, I don't think you'll have to worry about that after tonight.
Violence continuing to spill, falling out to the floor here. Not what you typically see at a barbed wire match.
Well, and
Now they're using it from the outside.
the ring is surrounded in that barbed wire to kind of detract guys from going out to the floor like this, but neither one of these two, quite frankly, really give a damn.
Yeah. This is, wow. This is just off the chain. I've never witnessed anything remotely like this before.
It says a lot. It takes a special kind of hate to be willing to put yourself through this much punishment just to punish another guy.
I wouldn't do this to my high school principal.
What has Lane got? Is he going on a drinking binge?
Lighter fluid.
Oh, good God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh,
Oh! Flaming chop by Lane Smart. What lengths will this man not go to? Mutilating his own hand with lighter fluid and fire just to inflict more punishment. Here we
Round
go again.
two.
My God.
Oh!
Basically using it as a branding iron on Jon Ryker. Shades of Terry Funk back in the day, but using his own flesh to do so. And here we go. Looks like a big suplex out on the floor.
Oh, right on those tacks embedded in the back of Lane Smart.
Unforgiving floor.
Don't be fooled by those empty chairs. I'm pretty sure fans are just scattering for their lives right now. I wouldn't want to be caught in the middle of this warpath.
We saw at the intro, we had a full house here, but people are getting the heck out of their way, and I'd be right there with them.
I'm kind of glad we're back here in the booth.
These guys are still going at it. What's Ryker got here?
Is that a thumbtack glove? Oh my God!
Burning hands, tacked hands. If these guys aren't married, there goes their love life as well. Continuing to... Oh! Referee takes it. He's out. I'm not sure it matters at this point. These guys are at no point are looking like they're stopping anytime soon.
Well, and how many times have we seen Lane Smart? We think he's finished, and he comes right back out and causes more damage and destruction. These guys are...
Look at him. He's begging for more. That takes him down to one knee.
This is insane.
Back to the glove again.
You see the pain in Ryker's face just putting that glove on. You just imagine it pressed against your skull like that.
Grinding those tacks in that glove against the forehead of Lane Smart. Big shot to the back with it.
Right on those tacks again, embedded in his back.
Folks, I've lost count how many times I've squirmed and writhed here in this seat just watching this. I can't imagine how these two warriors feel at this point after absorbing all this punishment, and they're still going at it.
Well, I would venture to say if they're still able to stand right now, they're really not feeling much. I mean, as much pain as we see on this face, I would imagine the adrenaline, the blood flow, it's all kind of numbed a little to where everything just kind of feels like a sting at first and then nothing.
Well, we're reintroducing fire to this equation as it looks like we're doing. I imagine gotta feel that. Oh! Referee took that one too. Ryker just doesn't care who gets in his way at this point. Takes down referee Tiny. Goes right back to Lane Smart. Not sure what his rationale was there. I would assume he wants to see a 3 count at the end of this.
You never know. He could just have blood in his eyes and not really see who he's punching. I mean, Lane and Tiny are about the same size.
Not to mention just the blood loss itself, leaving one disoriented. My God, this is something else. More fire. This is Beavis and Butthead's wet dream here with the fire. My goodness. It looks like he's going for a pin. Again, no referee.
Somebody's got to be. Oh, there we go.
David Sr. out to make the count. And Lane Smart gets that shoulder up.
I think that's the first pin attempt we've had this entire match.
That had to be pure instinct on the part of Lane Smart.
This has just been a quarter of an hour of blood and violence and just beating the living hell out of each other, and we finally get someone trying to win it.
How much longer can even these two beasts take it? No pun intended on the beast there, but good Lord. They've both got to be some different breed of mammal to take all this punishment and still stand and dish out more.
I was wondering when we would see the post come into play.
If that post could talk, I'd probably say ouch. Looks like another balloon party might be in store here. It's amazing those balloons have lasted. You see one go up in smoke on the barbed wire, but
I got
filled
a feeling
with tacks here, they're ready to go.
I got a feeling as long as there's some left, they're going to be used. You see the blood trickling down the back of Lane Smart at this point.
Face first on that balloon filled with tacks there. Another flaming chop out of nowhere. Didn't even see that one coming. There goes that sheet right to the back again.
Well, it looked like Jon Ryker was kind of fumbling around, and it gave Lane Smart an opportunity to. Where's Lane going?
What's he going to get? More likely.
Yeah, he's not leaving. Oh, good God. Well, I don't know. This could be good. It's about time we see something normal in this match.
This has just been unbelievable. I really am in a bit of a state of shock here. Watching this destruction, this carnage going on. Lane Smart obviously has an idea in mind with that table.
He's going for the lighter fluid. Oh no. Oh, God. If we thought the chops weren't enough.
Looks like somebody's going up in flames here.
Oh, God.
Oh, Ryker.
Oh, God, no.
Reversing it. You're gotta be kidding me. Choke slam down on the flaming table. Do we have a pinfall here? 3 count. My God.
Oh, my.
We have a victor, but I'm not sure there are any winners after a match like this. This is just ungodly.
Let's look at all this again.
Here you see these flaming chops coming out. These guys literally setting their hands on fire to punish one another. And then the big slam onto those balloons filled with thumbtacks.
Well, the thumbtacks were just all over the place tonight. This was more of a thumbtack and fire match than barbed wire.
Speaking of fire, here's where it finally ended. Jon Ryker reversing Lane Smart into a choke slam through that table. And we have just witnessed an unbelievable amount of carnage here. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jon Ryker.
You couldn't tell it by looking at him there.
Still, after everything that's gone down, it's got to be some source of pride for Jon Ryker.
How is Lane still standing?
Lane's not ready to stop. Where does he find the reserve? That man just went through a table on fire, threw it onto the floor, pinned for the 3 count, and he's back up to fight this guy again. This is just berserk. Now choking out Jon Ryker on the floor.
If anything, I think that just served to make Lane angrier.
Referees, and I don't blame them, not eager to try to physically restrain this guy. You get a hand and face full of thumbtacks just from touching him at this point. Big leg drop right on the floor. Lane Smart is, you said it before, I think he's just lost it. This match certainly hasn't given him any resolution to this.
All the while, you could possibly write a blind man's novel on Lane Smart's back after all these thumbtacks.
Indeed, his back resembling something of a Braille book. Jon Ryker, your winner, but he is down, and it looks like he's going back, taking a trip back into the barbed wire here in a second. Lane Smart just relentless. I don't know what else these two guys can do to each other. I hate to tempt fate by asking how we're going to find out here.
Well, I don't think we're going to have to wait very long. I don't think this is over by a long shot, Mike.
Still choking on him there. And he's got his eyes on those balloons filled with thumbtacks. What have we got here? Oh, don't tell me. Oh! Big splash right into the thumbtacks. Look at those thumbtacks just pouring all over the place into the skin of Jon Ryker.
And Lane is eating them. He is eating the thumbtacks.
Lane Smart, certifiably insane.
Sweet baby mother of God.
Now picking him up. What's he going to do? DDT him into the thumbtacks. Face first. And he takes out a balloon in the process. I don't think Lane Smart cares. He's feeling no pain. Seeing nothing but evil incarnate in his eyes right now.
Well, it's like I said, that loss that he's just suffered, he doesn't care about winning and losing. He just wants to kill Ryker. I mean, that much is obvious.
Indeed, he's well on his way to destroying the man, which may have been the real purpose of this. Winning and losing, like you said, not even a concern to Lane Smart. He just wants to put this man out of the profession here, out of the business. He is well on his way. Now we got a chair in the equation. Every conceivable piece of furniture and houseware has already been introduced.
They're going to light this on fire too, guys? I mean, good God. This match is over. Can we just... This is too much.
I shudder to think what else he could do to the man at this point. And this is the loser of this match. I mean, it's just unthinkable.
Yeah, the winner is right now face down in a puddle of blood and thumbtacks.
Lane Smart setting up for something else. He's got two chairs in the ring. Jon Ryker obviously not able to defend himself at this moment in time.
He's calling for one more time. One more time for what?
Oh, looks like he's going to choke slam him here. Use his own move. Insult to injury, but Jon Ryker turns it around. The Giant has awoken. Lane Smart again taking the brunt of his own plan for destruction here.
Well, I guess it's one more time for Lane to be planted with a choke slam.
I'm not sure what could exist of his spine at this point.
Oh, my God.
And he's getting back up. This...
Oh.
What is going to stop this? What could possibly bring an end to this now? This is as bad as a fight gets.
Yeah, I mean, this is completely devolved from a fight. There's nothing left of a fight in this. This is just a straight-up massacre.
It resembles literally a battlefield out here. And going back to the barbed wire. As if enough blood hasn't flown here. Jon Ryker getting more of that barbed wire from the beast, Lane Smart.
And still, these referees want no part of it, and I don't blame them. Yeah, they're calling for backup.
Yeah,
I mean, who's gonna come out and do this?
I think we're gonna need about a dozen wrestlers to even try to break this thing up.
Well, we'd need a dozen apiece. I guess Jon Ryker's kind of out of it at this point, but easily a dozen just to hold Lane back, and here they come.
Chuck Diamond, Extreme G. Trying to talk sense into Lane Smart. I think that's a moot point at this time.
Well,
even the
what?
fist. Ghetto Brown. Trying to calm this guy down. That should tell you something. Your old buddy Darius Kane is out there to try to calm down. Tell Lane Smart, hey, it's not worth it. Good Lord.
God.
And he's broken away from that pack, going right back after Jon Ryker. Who's going to restrain this guy?
How bad is it when the fist has to say enough?
Yes, when Cali Kid is the conservative voice of reason, I think we've gone off the rails here, folks. And luckily, looks like we've finally broken this up. You see Bashida out there now as well. That was about 10 different people I counted to break this up, and he's back. You see them scattered.
Yeah.
Nobody wants any part of this guy.
I guess as long as Ryker's still moving an inch, Lane's not done.
Even as loser of the match, this guy's got to be ranked like just about the #1 tough guy in CSW at this point. He has come back to just dish it right back out to Jon Ryker. Certainly no slouch in this department himself, but as it stands now, he's taken the worst of it.
And tearing through the curtain and referees and security. Ryker's on his feet. Lane is back at it.
Ceremoniously tearing at that shirt again. Something about that shirt I think is part of what makes Lane snap. Once again, just all over a bloodied and battered Jon Ryker. Lane Smart bloodied and battered himself, but he's not showing the ill effects of it at all. Kicking that table, the symbol of his loss tonight. Oh, here comes Jon Ryker. Now it's a fight. Oh, what
Again.
now? Oh! Another choke slam. This time the table wasn't really there to break the fall any. It was just straight to the floor and onto that metal support.
And look at Ryker just egging him on to get up again.
Now Ryker doesn't want to stop. We could be going into tomorrow morning.
Oh!
Jeez.
Good
Look at that.
Lord. He's still telling him to get up.
What will bring this to an end? Going to town with a piece of that table. Lane Smart finally off his feet, down on the floor. And now, obviously, Jon Ryker is going to show him any mercy. Taking him by that beard, that goatee. Lane Smart firing back. We've had just about a bonus 10 minutes of match after one of the most brutal barbed wire matches anyone has ever witnessed. Fighting into the restrooms. I hate to be having nature's call right about now, and these two guys bust through the door.
Lord.
Look at Lane Smart talking trash.
He said, "Who's the monster?" Well, you are, buddy. That much is completely obvious.
He's earned it, that's for sure. Oh! Once again into that post. I think it's going to be easier for these guys to count how many body parts aren't hurting tomorrow than how many are. Here we go again with that balloon-infested sign there. Perhaps a few thumbtacks still remain embedded in that thing. And it looks like Ryker has plans to take Lane Smart through it. Oh! Hip tossed right through it. This is just unmatched in its sheer carnage. And you see everybody's just backed as far away as they can get from these guys.
I don't think these two are going to be able to stop until they've torn the building down. Oh, God, more lighter fluid.
We may have to bring in the tasers. Oh, Lord, more fire.
Oh!
Right on that thumbtack back of Lane Smart. there can't be a square inch of flesh on these guys that isn't just torn or burned raw at this point. They're still jacking jaws and throwing punches here. Just a testament to the toughness and hatred that lives within both of these big men. Jon Ryker taking a hard shot there to the corner post. And a second one. Looks like we got a handful of barbed wire there as well. I don't think these guys are getting out of bed tomorrow.
No, not at all. I don't know how they're going to be standing in 12 minutes.
Mossy Head! Here's your new hardcore gun!
Lane Smart still jawing with the fans here. I don't even know how he possesses the coherence to string a sentence together after all that.
And they're still chanting Ryker's name. Lane Smart said, "Who's your new hardcore god?" And these fans are still chanting Ryker.
Hardcore Lucifer is more like it. This is just evil incarnate here. Continuing to go after. What has Ryker got in his hand? A piece of that table, maybe.
Some kind of spike just driving it through the skull again.
Who knows what they've had hidden under there. Looked like it might have been a screwdriver. Either way, it did the trick, turning the tide once again. Once again, got the CSW crew here trying to break this up, but they do not want to get too close to this. It's like looking into the sun at this point. And oh, there goes the whole set. I guess we're going behind the scenes at CSW here, folks. My God, they're just not stopping.
Into the walls, into the curtain, we're going behind.
Going backstage.
Oh, man.
Heading outside, my God.
Oh!
The CSW entranceway is no more. And maybe Jon Ryker, Lane Smart will be no more.
I don't know how